Pac-12 championships were, I just think, a great athletic event. They had everything that entertainment, which is what our sport's about, should be about. And it, started off in the night rotation, the fourth-ranked team was just killing it. And, they were having some of the highest scores in the country coming out, starting on supposedly the make-or-break event, balance beam. And it was, it just set the tone for this is going to be a great event. And with the home team, Utah having the Olympic rotation, event to event, it was like the energy just kept building and building and building. To be honest with you, once we got to the last rotation, I just felt that a lot of things would have to happen with other teams for us to be able to win it. But it was a great opportunity for us to practice. It's not over until it's over. And right before balance beam, we got together, and I was like, this is a great opportunity for you guys to see what you're all about. You going to sit down and just blow it off? Are you going to get nervous and play too hard? Or are you going to play to win? And I think it was Elise said, I don't hear a fat lady singing. So they went in with a really great attitude that last event, and came out and performed. And even at the end of the meet, I gathered them all together because I felt that Utah had won the meet just by the crowd. The crowd was going crazy with the Utah floor scores and the floor performances. And I gathered the team together and I said, guys, I'm really proud of how you fought today, and we leave this arena with our heads held high and no regrets. And our fans start cheering, and I'm thinking, they don't know what they're talking about. And then Chris just taps me on the shoulder and says, Val, we won the meet. And it seemed so bizarre to me, but as the team was still gathered, I said, I'm still proud of you, and still no regrets. So anyway, I just think it was a great sporting event. And I think that that's what we coaches have to remember, is that without the fans and without the media, we cease to exist. Which is why I will always vote for parity. I will always vote for a Cinderella team to be able to come out and win it. I will vote for the rules by which we are judged to allow a Cinderella team to be able to come out and win it. We're actually really excited to go back to Arkansas. First and foremost, Mark and Renee have built a tremendous program, and Mark being, one of my dearest, closest friends, I'm excited to go back, and it's like supporting him and that program. But as I just said, without entertainment, we cease to exist, and we sure provided some great entertainment a few years ago when we went to Arkansas as the second-ranked team going into the regionals, and Arkansas had only been in existence for 4 years, and those seniors that Arkansas had ended up outshining us, and they went to the national championship, and we did not go for the first time in a long time. And it was the classic Cinderella team coming out and bumping out a powerhouse, and I remember just being devastated at the end of the meet, but telling Mark and telling the reporters that this is great for our sport. Now, I don't plan on repeating that scenario, and it's never fun to be on the bad end of that scenario, but it's great for athletics. It's great for our sport. And I think it was great for their program to help take it to the next level. Olivia hurt her groin in warm-ups on the day before the meet. She did a back handspring layout, and her right leg landed on the beam. Her left leg was all the way off the beam, and she pulled her groin doing that. Groin injuries they take a long time to heal, so I don't really know where she is, but I think that considering she came back and competed the next day, she should be okay, at least on 3 events. Sam's pinging off bars was obviously a fluke, and this isn't an excuse, because we haven't had the excuses. Our athletes were having a really hard time getting the bars wet enough so that they didn't ping. Monique was pinging the entire warm-up. And they were spraying the bars, and then by the time they got their dismounts, they just felt the bars were dry. That's what they felt, but that's not an excuse, because we've gone to Utah for 30 years and had good performances on bars. But I do believe that was a big reason why Sam did what she did, which was very scary. And she said when she got up on beam, she did her front aerial and her sternum cracked, which is what threw her off going in. She was supposed to connect that into the back tuck. And she just says, I was up there. And I said, well, there's no getting down now. I need to finish this thing. And so I think she did a great job finishing strong and making sure that she went really strong and hard in the rest of the routine. But they're fine. We're fine, health-wise. And as far as upgrades go, I don't feel like any upgrades are going to help us win a national championship. Elise, we're going back and forth with her. Her piped full in is absolutely beautiful on floor. And she wants to open with it. I feel like it's 3 weeks too late to put that in right now, but we're going to still keep training it. And if our rotation, whatever we draw, warrants her putting it in, she's definitely ready to put it in. We don't have a lot of strategy in our sport, but there are a few things like that do come up through the course of the year. At the championships every few years, so we've got that. Sam has got upgrades on floor that she's ready to do. The 1.5 through to double pike for the first pass and double out last pass, which she might even do better because she's got so much power on that event. And it's just a coaching decision of whether we're willing to take the risk or not. And the question that we keep coming back to is, are those upgrades going to help us win a national championship? And if anybody has a crystal ball and would like to tell us the answers to that, I'd like to hear them. We're really excited about the All Pac-12 awards that came out. There's almost every one of our athletes has made a Pac-12 honor. And of course, I'm the most giddy about Alyssa Pritchett making a second team All Pac-12 on floor. And it's just a huge accomplishment for her. So she at Pac-12, she didn't have a great routine. She landed on her feet, but was a little skittish, and we're hoping, obviously, to improve that. But, you take an athlete that's worked so hard for 4 years straight and hasn't given up, and they're finally reaping the rewards, and it's like a Rudy story. Whenever you receive a Coach of the Year award, it's really nice because it's a validation of the respect from your peers. And I take that award very seriously when I vote for people. Some people just vote for the underdog or vote for the people that win, and I don't think it should be about the team that has the most talent. I think it should be about the coach that does the best with what they've got. And I know that when I'm going through and voting, I feel like all of my peers, we all know that we've gone through struggles and they've all done a great job. But it's been a long time since I was honored with that award, and I have to say it's a really pretty award. It's really a nice plaque, and I was looking at the other ones in my office and thinking, oh, I'm so excited to get another one because it's a nice addition to the office. Going into championship season, I actually feel like we've been where we've been the last few years, only we're doing it better, because we're known for not peaking until the end, and we are not doing that. So we were able to come out with a win this last weekend, mainly because Utah made mistakes on beam. But we plugged away and kept just grinding, the dirt out to get as many tenths as we could. But Pac-12's was not by far our best performance. And so I do feel like we are on the pace that we normally are on to be able to peak at the right time. And we're looking to going into regionals and being a little bit cleaner than Pac-12's. And then, did I say Pac-10s a little bit ago? Anyway, I did, excuse me, Pac-12s. And then, we've got 4 weeks to really bring out everything that we're all about. And I think that we're on a good pace to do that.